Well, I have to have my flashlight on right now so you can see a little bit better, but I thought I'd show you guys what you need to bow fish and how to start bow fishing. So, what you're gonna need, of course, is any type of bow. Recurve, compound. If you want to, you can go ahead and even try to make a homemade bow. Then you're gonna need arrows. These are special arrows. If you just search bow fishing arrow on like Amazon or something, you can find them. So they got a normal tip, but then they got the barbs or prongs, so it holds the fish on. So if it goes in like that, and then when the fish tries to pull out, they get stuck on it. And to get it off, all you do is unscrew the tip and pull the barbs the other way. And here, that one was a fiberglass arrow. This one is another type of arrow. Put it up to each other so you guys can see the difference. This one's shorter. I can't use it for any of my bows. Same with my dad's bow. We can't use it for that one either. So I bought two of these for like 40 bucks. So waste my money. You're also gonna need, well, you don't need these, but it helps a lot. If you have a pair of polarized glasses, just some cheap Yum polarized glasses. You're also gonna need a bow fishing reel. You can either buy the reel, you can buy the drum, where when you want to bring it in, you just wrap it around something that looks like a drum. You can get a button reel or a spinning reel and make your own mounts for your bow. Or if you have your own little pond that's shallow enough, you can just shoot these plain arrows. So I'm gonna show you my bow fishing setup right now. So my setup that I have right now is an AMS bow fishing reel setup. The fiberglass arrow. Mine has bigger prongs on it, so it holds the fish better. Same type of tip as pretty much all of them. I kept the longer attachment for the reel on it, so it's a little bit easier. Arrow rest right here. Silencers on it. And this is a Browning bow. The Wolverine Camo CMW6B. This is an older bow. This is not like you go to the store and this is like their best bow that they have. It's just an older compound bow. It goes up to 60 pounds. I have it set at 55 pounds right now. All you need to take down a carp is 35 pounds. So before this bow, I started with like a $1,000 bow. That one we got it for like 15 bucks. But I started with this $1,000 bow, guys. Matthews Solo Cam compound bow. Look, compare these. Look at the difference. This one goes up to 70 pounds. It's a little bit older. The string needs to be waxed down, but it's kind of a newer bow, a few years old. But this is what I used when I first started out. Actually, not when I first started out. The bow I used before this bow was just a crappy bow we bought from a garage sale. You could also buy them at like Walmart for like 20 bucks. It only went up to 35 pounds, but you can definitely tell it wasn't 35 pounds. And my dad's setup, these are both righty bows. Same with the one I bought before this one. His is a lefty, has the same AMS bow fishing reel. His prongs on his arrow are a little bit smaller than mine. A problem that we've been having with our arrows, because I haven't replaced them in like 6 months, is the notches, I think is what you call them, keep breaking off. So I gotta buy some more off of Amazon. I was just gonna replace the tips, but like I said, it doesn't work. So when you're bow fishing, what you want to do is this arrow's gonna be up on your rest, and if the fish is basically on top of the water and you can see its fin out of the water, aim right at it. Or if you're right above the fish, aim straight at it. But if you're away from the fish a little bit and it's underwater quite a ways, you're gonna want to aim anywhere from a foot to 4 feet below it. Do not aim above it, because then you're guaranteed to miss. So this one's set at 55. This one's set at 60 now. This one's also set at 50, like 55. How to use the reel is there's this line in it and it just keeps coming out because there's no like stopping mechanism until you pull down this trigger right here that holds down the line. So when you reel it right here, you see this moves and this pushes down against the other wheel, so it drags it back in. It's just like mine, but mine just has the longer extension, so you can pull it from quite a ways away. If you're new to bow fishing and you don't want to buy a $1,000 bow and mine was my reel was like a $150 reel or $200 reel or something. Came with 2 arrows. Go to like your local fishing shop. Go to Walmart. Go on Amazon. Search bow fishing drum, and it should come up as about a circle, probably the size, I don't know, maybe 8-10 inches, and it should come with a line on it. It should only be like $30. If you don't want to be hand lining it around, you can go try to look for something called the Cajun reel. It's the button rod where you click the button and then you shoot, or you can just use a normal spinning reel, open bail, whatever you guys want to call it, and put that on your bow. But say you've been bow fishing for a while and you're getting kind of old with the Cajun reel, go with this. This is probably like the best thing you can get. This stuff right here is 200-pound test line. It's kind of like braided line, but it's basically like thin rope. This one is like thin, flat style. Mine is round, kind of like a shoelace, I guess. The only problem with shooting a Cajun reel is if you forget to open up your bail or click the button, your line's gonna snap off, your arrow's gonna shoot way the heck out in the water, and if you're fishing in a river or something, you guys are basically screwed. The place where you can start bow fishing, if you live by a river or like a pond or something, you can just go offshore. You don't even need polarized glasses if the water is clear enough. If you want to get more serious into it and say you live on a lake like I do, focus, yeah, you guys can see a little bit. And you see those guys out there almost every night on their big old pontoon boats, flat bottom boats with all those lights on there, like a $3,000 setup with the boat and the motor and all the lights and stuff. And you just want to get one of those. You don't have to do that. I've always wanted to do that at night. Like I've used the spotlight before, and we've seen like 2 carp at night in the last 5 years. And we went all around. You might just say that we suck at it, but my favorite time to go is right now. If it's light out and it's not like, you guys probably can't, see if I can zoom in. You guys probably can't see, but the stuff out there is moving, like the trees and stuff. And the lake's a little bit choppy right now. Not choppy, but it's a little bit windy. You can go back in bays where it's calm and stuff. This is where I recommend a pair of polarized glasses, so you can see a lot farther than the guys can. Because at night, they can only see 10 to 20 feet. With these, the max I can see is probably up to 60 feet, but it's not real clear on what the fish is. You can go offshore, like if you live on lake or your friend lives on lake, you can just walk around, or you can walk around in the water. That's what I used to do, but now we have a little tiny kayak from Menards. It's $150. All you really need is your bow and your polarized glasses. You can just drop the carp right in the kayak. You just stand up, you paddle around a little bit until you see when you set the paddle down. You pull back, you're about a foot below it if it's in shallow water. And they're real easy to see, especially where we are. Down the ways a little bit, down the road that way, there's some nice sandy sandy area in the lake for about half a mile maybe, just around the shoreline. And it's really easy to see them. Or if you don't live on a lake, you don't live by a lake, you can go down to a dam. But there's one problem with shooting down my dam. It's against the law. You have to be at least 200 feet away from the dam if you're going to want to be shooting carp. So if you're 201 feet away, you're all good. I guess the thing is they don't want you like hitting the dam with your arrow or something. And if you don't live by a river, a dam, a lake, go to a pond or something. Like a pond or a little tiny creek. Little tiny creeks are usually the best. Or ponds, because if you find a pond that like no one fishes and you have permission to go on it, you're gonna find some of the biggest fish in your life there. So after all that, you're starting and you don't know what you can shoot. You can't shoot game fish like bass, northern, walleye, muskie, and then like panfish like perch and crappie and bluegill, sunfish, stuff like that. But the stuff you can shoot, which is considered trash fish or garbage fish or invasive species, everything that's in the carp family. I don't know about koi, but I'm pretty sure you can. So everything that's in the carp family, like buffalo carp, quillback, grass carp, stuff like that, big head carp. Bowfin. A bowfin kind of looks like a little bit like a northern, but without like all the fins. Snakehead, catfish, bullhead. I'm probably missing something. I'm trying to think right now. That's all I've ever shot out of here. And what you can do with your carp or whatever you shoot, you can bury it in your garden or something for like fertilizer. Or what you can do is, if you're like a kid and you want to make some extra money on the side for more arrows or fishing stuff or just whatever, you go to you can go down to like your city or something and go to local restaurants that like use carp, and you can sell them the carp, or you can just walk up to people and ask them if they want to buy some carp. So that is how you start bow fishing, how you bow fish, where you can bow fish, what you do when you're done bow fishing, and what you can shoot when you're bow fishing.